Stop Coalition. It's KK here, back with some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last episode we began the final case of this game, and today we're going to just continue the investigation. And I'm sorry for all this lateness, but yeah, I was taking a bit of a break, and I didn't want to do something that I was just going to burn out on, so you know how that is. And I was also doing some test recordings with a game I'm going to be playing after this one in Pokemon Emerald. And my stupid fraps decided, ooh, I'm not going to record the game. I'm going to record the webcam instead. Ugh. So yeah, I'm not too happy about that. Once I shut off the webcam and recorded the game, it recorded the game, so I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't screw up like that when I actually do record. Okay, so let's get into this here, and from save point. That's right, the case. Somehow I knew. Oh, yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday's special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace your lunches with something foul. Ooh. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has to think it's prosecutors. Okay. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? Oh, yeah, I'm screwing up all their voices. It's been a while since I played, but you know what? Don't care. The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second. You know Lana Skye? Of course. It's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Gee, I wonder why. Or wonder how. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. Something tells me she just makes it at home in the Japanese version. I don't know. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch sets. Ew, trilobite. I thought those went extinct. 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 Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor. Oh, trilobite, whatever. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I dropped in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Wow! Spot on. Useful analysis. Not. Oh, she's got an ulterior motive, alright. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha! Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they are, the worse they smell. Kinda like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. Kinda. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough of queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay, can we finally move on? I hate this character. High Prosecutor's Office. Thank you. Whoa. Pink! Or magenta, whatever you want to call it. Magenta. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look! There's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What? That shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, he must be a real stuck-up jerk. Ooh. Mr. Phoenix Wright. You never tire prying in other people's business, do you? That voice. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right. Her sister was a chief prosecutor, after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No! No! It was just Mr. Wright here, Hey! Don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Indeed, the case. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, didn't you? Or don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir, Emma Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Ah, now I remember. You've really grown. Okay. I'll admit, it was a surprise to me, too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, now I'm forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Honest Sky is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. Hold on just a second. Okay, I'm good. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth. Edgeworth! To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. Oh no, not this music. I thought we were done with it. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimonies, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of the last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. Okay. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. Ain't that the truth? It's a fact of life. Impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Okay. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes. We first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was a murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Actually, hold on a second. I wanna... frame skip. 2. Okay. I was changing the frame skip on that. Edgeworth's knife added to the court record. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Come on, can't you take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Yeah. Okay, well, we need to examine stuff now. Hoorah. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Prosecutors. Uh-huh. What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. I send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? Or what? So? Wait, but that should have been Phoenix. It said Edgeworth. So yeah, whatever. It's supposed to be Phoenix. So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of Prosecutors. Kinda like Employee of the Month, only better. King of Prosecutors trophy added to the court record. Ah, what the heck is that? Looks like a Steel Samurai doll. My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Oh! Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Uh-huh. There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edwards' fiance? Oh god, that mental picture. Oh god. I don't think so. I hope not. Hey, a chessboard. I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like Blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Uh-huh. Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edwards must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges. Surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Oh, real classy, Edward. Okay. We need to present the trophy. Well, present his knife first. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. Okay, then. So, in other words, you were the best of the best this year, huh? You could take that foolish grunt elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why's that? I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. Okay, we can do that. The day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office. Cleaning day? Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield? I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edwards pride yourself on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Of all the times I've ever played this case, I don't think I've ever used that parking stub. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. I think it's only there to give you time for when he got... I think it's just there to give you... whatever. Give you their time frame or something. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate if you direct a suspicious glare elsewhere. Good God. Oh no, not this guy. I don't know how to do his voice. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Report? What, did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edward's lid blow. Mr. Edward's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Dude, he didn't even give a talk about unprofessional. Sir, but sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right. Officer Meekins? Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. But sir, I didn't know. Dude, it's not his fault. He's just following orders, Edward, you big old jerk. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains and good luck. Oh, yeah. Right. Yes, sir! Yeah, you caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. Seems to have finally calmed down at least. Okay, well, I guess we can do that. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Police department. What the heck is that? Ugh, that thing is the bane of my existence. Ooh, we're finally here. Why would they put the detectives so far away from the prosecutor's office? That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. This is my first time to the police department, actually. Hold on. What's that? Ugh. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, you noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Yeah, I'm sure you're busy, alright. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Well, why not? Uh-huh. Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. Lies. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no, come on, pal, there's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? it's a sensitive issue with us these days. I wonder... So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there's our chief of detectives. We don't let any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. He's getting paid to dance. A very simple dance. I want that kind of job. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal! Okay, well, we need to present to him some evidence. Gunman's ID? Maybe? Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa! Now I remember! Bruce Goodman! He's the victim! That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Okay. I'm not sure how long this goes on for. So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. Boy, doesn't he look like the most generic-looking son of a gun ever. Evidence transfer. Mr. Edwards mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Ugh. This word of warning, there's like 4.5 or 5 pages worth of evidence by the time we get to the end of this case. Ugh. Okay, well, let's see. Edward's knife? Found in Mr. Edward's car, stabbed with Mr. Edward's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Or what would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? You have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. I don't know if he's... Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently, he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edwards for winning that award. He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. Let's see if he's... You got something else to talk about? Yes, we do. He's in a tough spot, again. Again? No, really? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Edwards was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. No, that's Von Karma's shtick. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, the latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edwards is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay, actually, I don't think we can present profiles. Nope. Okay. I guess we're going back down to the underground parking lot. Or maybe we're going back to the high prosecutor's office. Let's see. Oh boy. Well, there's nothing to examine up here. I hate this part of the case. I don't know where I'm going or what I'm supposed to do. Am I supposed to present anything to her? I don't think so. Detention center? No? Our law offices? I always get lost at this part. I am so unhappy. Guys, I will be right back. I'm gonna research what I'm supposed to do at this point, so hold on a second. Okay, guys, I figured out what to do now. Oh, God. We need to go back to the police department entrance, and we needed to examine the Blue Badger. I was wondering about that. What? The dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Okay. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? You met the guy who is... What was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. More like West Japan. Probably Osaka, I wouldn't be surprised. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. won't be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Yeah, okay, sure. Underground parking lot. I always forget what I'm supposed to do in these investigation parts. Ugh. Looks like the investigation is still going. It's always this case. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still there? Ah, hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Indeed. Well, he won't talk to us unless we present the letter of introduction. Would you mind reading this for me? What's that? I'll warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cow dog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, or should say letter of introduction. This is an invitation. I think you just miswrote it. Great, Detective Gumshoe. I owe you one. No worries. This proves this from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Officer Marshall is a detective. He's a patrolman. That reminds me of something. That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective for hire? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Crumbled and discarded. Okay, I think he'll talk to us now. Okay. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Scott and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems, like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Liars! Darn, that was soda. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Uh-huh. I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman, right? But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short in hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He ain't nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. And just he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Alright, well. Finally we can investigate now. Let's examine, shall we? Phone! This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis suggests this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Duh. Right. Let's check it out. Automatic crap again. Okay, well. Zoom in. Twirl the sucker around and examine. The display is still on the redial button. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. You're in the same generation practically. What in the world? Goodness gracious. Wow, talk about laggy music. Now, I wonder who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Steel Samurai theme. Hey, that song! I know that! Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? That's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those new fangled ringtones. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone, a wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. No, they don't. Uh-oh. I'm beside the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Okay. We need to examine the trunk of the car. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. It's upside down. I can easily tell that. You're right. Let's see. 67S 122. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Huh. Okay. Let's see what he says to that. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're gonna draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Okay, well, let's present the phone then, just to see if he says anything. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5/18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was canceling her date for the night. Why did Lana make that call? Anything we can talk to him about? Lana Sky, okay. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edward himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Hold on just a second. Again. Whew. Boy, I hope that's the last I have to cut. Jeez. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prosecutor's office. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? I know who. Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence, ranging testimonies, you name it. He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Now, unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. To some, forged evidence is everything. If you follow the rumors about Edward to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Bambina. It's your sister. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edward couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edward was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai... it's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was... yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. The detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. No duh. Ah, finally done with that. Gotta say, I told you these, even the first investigation day is long and tedious. And I got lost. All I had to do was friggin' examine the blue badge, or, I'm an idiot. Well, I remember most of what I'm supposed to do. I just forgot about that part. Oh boy. Now the first investigation day and trial are pretty boring, but then it gets really interesting on the second investigation day and from there. So keep your heads up. It'll get good quick. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. KK out.